We're airing. We're on air. Okay. Welcome to the interview of the multiple Marcus Zusak, plural because there's many of them. So why did you decide to make Liesel a thief?
Well, usually thieves are perceived negatively, and I mean they should be, but I just wanted to show you a different side. I wanted to bring light to the innocence of thievery. Showing that Liesel is a thief and she's not a cool person is something that we should accept more often because, we just judge people by labels. And I think that everything has innocence, and Liesel shows that.
That hit me right there. So, why did you feel so strongly about it that you made it the title of this book?
Well, I mean, everything deserves a chance, and I just wanted to just show you that labels don't necessarily mean anything.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you choose a specific imagery that you did?
To be a key writer, a famous one, a hip one like me, could have, high sense, whatever, of imagery. And my favorite in my book that I wrote was when Rudy passed away, and how I described the destruction and the debris of the bomb and everything happening. I liked how I described when Liesel kissed his lips as he was dead, and she tasted all the regret and sadness from Rudy's lips. And I think that just puts a vivid, image in the reader's, mind. Yeah. So, as I almost read your book, I found some allusions, and can you tell me more about that?
Okay, yeah. The first one I would say was really interesting was Christ's resurrection, which I took Max, and for example, Max slept for 3 days, like Jesus Christ did, and I said he had twigs for hair relating to the crown of thorns that Jesus wore.
Look at there. I like it.
Okay. And my second one is the myth of Hades and Persephone, and you can relate Liesel to Persephone and Demeter, giving Max, Ilsa and Hans reasons to live, and Hitler to Hades, because Hades takes away people like Hitler does.
Oh, a little Greek mythology in here. I like that.
And my last one is the four horsemen of the apocalypse, because if you think about it, Liesel and or Max represent Jesus because he's a minority and a savior. And the colors of the horses, white for conquest, red for war, black for death, pale green for sickness, relate to the Nazi colors.
Black for death. Okay. I like it. So tell me. Why did you decide to base the majority of your book on flashbacks?
I decided to base the majority of my book on flashbacks because Death is the narrator throughout the novel, and Death has the ability to go back and recall the events that happened during the war, and it pieces together the story.
Tell me more about death. I like that word. Death.
Death is just the main guy that is able to just put everything together, and he's with everybody throughout the book.
Okay, we don't have time for this. Next question. Why is conflict such an easy thing to write about and talk about and be about?
Because conflict is something that everybody can relate to. Conflict can be internal, external, or family related. Conflict isn't just always about war.
Good answers. I like it. Why did you decide to have Death as the narrator?
Well, it just keeps you guessing. That's also one of the more attractive factors because it just keeps you on your toes, and you're just wondering, like,
Uh,
who is this, you know?
I felt that when
And-
I almost read it.
Mhm,
I felt
yeah. And it's just different. You don't really see it that much. And it just stands out to the reader.
Is it because there was such a normal thing now, or because you wanted to make it more normal because it is inevitable?
Well, it's a little bit of both. In that time, people were getting used to the mass number of death, and they didn't really think about death until you were elderly. And once you realize that death is inevitable and that it happens to everyone, it becomes much more of a lighter topic, even though it's still awful at times. And especially since they were in a war, you know, getting used to death was a thing that you had to go through just to have the right mindset about everything. So
I like it.